Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL, the magic episode apparently, because top hats abound.
I know. Isn't this cool? I love this hat. It's my magic hat.
Okay, I thought you were going for like Victorian gentleman.
Oh, yes. I need to go over and join the cast of A Christmas Carol at Fantasy Playhouse.
Yes. You know, hard to believe the holidays are upon us.
Faster than ever. I mean, it's like, what, 2 weeks away now or something?
So,
Or 3 weeks. I don't know.
think about it this way. If you're watching this on Monday,
Yes.
tomorrow's the Huntsville Christmas Parade.
Right.
Thursday's the
Come out and
Athens
see us.
Christmas Parade.
Okay.
Thursday's also the Illusionist Magic of the Holidays,
Ding, ding.
which,
Hey, Will,
hey, Andrew,
watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. Ah!
so that was a classic Rocky and Bullwinkle nod,
Yes.
but
What are you going to pull out of your hat?
hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
He came out butt first.
It's a Sasquatch.
Oh, is that what?
It says Bigfoot.
Oh, okay. I'm like, that's kind of a stretch. I'm going more orangutan on that one. Sorry. This one's a real rabbit. Look at
That
it.
is a real rabbit.
Good eating right there. Okay. So, busy week, yes?
Busy week. And don't touch him there.
Watch it.
Leave my Bigfoot alone.
I'm sorry. I'm excited for today's episode. We're going to have lots of fun and play with toys
Yes.
all morning long.
Yes, we've got some awesome things.
Toys.
Ed from the Deep, one of our longtime sponsors, longtime friends,
Yes.
is here.
Okay.
And
so
he's going to have some awesome things that are hot this holiday season.
is it the 1975 Haunted Mansion game?
That's an awesome game. And I've looked for that several times for you and have yet to find it.
Oh, I own one. I owned it.
Oh, that's right. I
yes,
remember that.
I paid $300 for a half-rotten board game from 1975. Oh, maybe. Hey, Ed, do you have, how about a Jacari? Do you have one of those?
What's a Jacari?
Oh, you don't even know what that is? I'm going to ask him when he gets on and see if anybody knows. How about that?
Okay.
A Jacari. You might want to Google that.
So,
Jakari, I think is how it's spelled.
it sounds like a little like monkey-looking creature to me.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
No,
Okay.
we have to do it outside.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, is that the lawn darts?
Oh, that would be another classic one. Oh, that'd be great fun today. Let's go get some lawn darts.
But the new ones have these little blunt weighted ends. It's no fun like the old ones where you had to throw them up at the circle that you were standing next to. And
You poke your eye out. Literally.
literally. So we're going to take a break, come back, have Ed here, and talk about what's coming up.
Lots of toys.
Lots of toys and board games. We'll
Nice.
see you guys in just a few minutes.
See you in a minute.
Broadway smash hit returns with incredible new magic this holiday season. The Illusionist Magic of the Holidays. This breathtaking magic spectacular showcases the jaw-dropping talents of the most incredible illusionists on Earth. See them before they disappear. The Illusionist Magic of the Holidays.
December 5th at the Von Braun Center. Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. I'm Will.
And I'm Andrew. Good morning. How are you?
And you are, sir?
I'm Edward Walls, owner of The Deep Comics and Games.
Oh my, he came on a different level than we did today. So
He was just being juxtapositional.
for this segment, we're going to talk about the awesome board games
Okay.
because the Deep is one of the largest board game retailers in the state of Alabama.
Have you looked at the backs of these boxes?
I have. They look pretty awesome to me because this one, Help Wanted. You've inherited your grandfather's old farm plot in Stardew Valley. Armed with hand-me-down tools and a few coins, you set out to begin your new life.
So they made
Yeah,
this that board game after your life.
Probably.
Yes, exactly.
It's actually made after a mobile app that's one of the most popular mobile apps out there. But that one's a cooperative game, so you get your 4 friends and you work together to build your farm. And
Nobody wants to play cooperative games.
I'm going to go bull hockey on you on this one. You want to know why?
Why?
You're going to tell me that some person on a mobile device going dee on a farm has any idea how to I don't know, raise a cow, plant a crop, bring it in, the hard work it takes, bull hockey.
I mean, that's what YouTube is for, right?
I think you need to get your hands out there and get dirty.
How to milk a cow.
But it's interesting that
don't
Oh, future episode. This trio, we're going to a farm. Just don't try to milk the bull.
Why not? That sounds like fun.
You'll learn hard real quick.
it's very odd.
Edit out.
It's very odd to hear something that I can't recover from.
When we go to the farm, though, you got to make sure that they got Buttercup, you know, the horse with the bent back, because that's the only one that I feel safe riding.
Okay, so we got a board game about working on the farm.
Yeah.
We got to recover
So,
this. Now, have you seen this one? What? You got another Smartie?
No, I just have a question.
A tardy?
A tardy.
I don't know. I'm just rolling with words today.
He's playing the rhyme game. That's a whole other board game. I
So-
didn't bring a copy of that one.
It's an interesting world that you go from an app game to a board game.
Mm-hmm.
Is that becoming much more common now?
No, not really. It's just that one's got the license, and somebody had the idea to make it into a board game, so they ran with it, and it's been a very good seller.
Okay.
So they can
What,
name it.
what game do you have over there?
This one right here is called Wingspan. I think I need to get this one from my sister, Jackie. It says, a competitive bird collection engine building game for 1 to 5 players. You are a bird enthusiast, researchers, bird watchers, and collectors seeking to discover and attract the best birds to your aviary. The things I find most unique about this game right here, you need to gain food tokens via custom dice in order to get bird feed. You lay a bunch of eggs, it looks like, and then there's 75 miniature eggs. Do I have to set them on all of them at the same time? I mean, if they're going to hatch or...
If they're miniature,
That's another episode where we watch him sitting on eggs for 3 hours to see if they hatch. No, that's been a really popular game. It's a good family game.
Okay.
If you don't feel like it's manly enough for you, they have another version of the game called Wormspan, where you collect dragons instead of birds.
Oh.
So
Nice.
both of
Okay,
those,
fun,
both
fun,
of those
fun.
are really fun games.
And what
And
game do you have in front of you?
This one really intrigues me.
This one is you trying to take over the forest using the animals.
It's a game of woodland might and magic.
Yes.
Do you know I already have pieces of that game at my house? I have 2 pieces from that game at my house.
It's like some sticks you brought in from the backyard.
No, I have authentic, real Irish fairy houses made in Kilkenny.
That's in Ireland.
Okay.
I kid
not
you
a-
not.
it's not a mystical world.
And my little fairies, that's where they live, on my front porch in their fairy houses.
So
Don't look at me like I'm crazy. You brought these crazy board games in to have fun with. I
You
can
know
have
me.
fun.
You know I believe
Yeah.
in this
you're
stuff.
using a big word that he's never heard before.
Okay.
So here you can play as Marquis de Cat,
Erie Dynasties
Woodland Alliance,
and a Vagabond. Ooh.
ooh, Vagabond.
I'm sure that one's going to steal something, I'm sure.
No, vagabonds don't steal. You're thinking of hobos.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been to malls.
So what's the family game not look like in today's world?
Well, there's a lot of cooperative games out there. So they're and then of course they have like Ticket to Ride. So you sit down
My
and build your
favorite.
yeah. You could build that, and then they got expansions. Like Root has like 4 expansions now. So once you get tired of that, and Wingspan has 3 expansions. So once you need more birds, you get one of the expansions, and then you have Asian birds in there or European birds in there to expand the game. And so mostly they get the themes of the games, and then they try to keep you playing that game with your family by expanding upon it.
So then with the European and the Asian birds, do you have to do the appropriate accent that the bird would have from that country?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, you have to
absolutely.
do.
So I have to ask.
No, you can't do Asian because that would be racist, but you can do European.
Oh, because
If
I'm
you can do
European?
yeah, because you can do Cockney.
I'm always a PN.
Everybody likes it when you talk with your Cockney accent. So
Ah, okay. Got it. I'll have to brush up on that one, I guess.
So I have to ask, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
well, what do you mean, an African or European swallow?
I don't know that. So we're going to cut to a break.
That was actually a security question on my credit card. Well, I shouldn't tell that because it may still be. It's a security question on my credit card. And
His PIN
the lady
number is
called me-
1, 2, 3, 4.
Do you know why I love this so much? Why do you guys love these so much? Do you know why I love it?
I love them too. I love games.
Why is it?
It's very communal.
It's communal, and it doesn't require a cell phone. You can throw them out the door.
Oh yes, I'm all about that.
We do have some games that require cell phones.
Don't ruin my moment. Thank you.
So anyways, we're going to put the games up, break out some toys, and be back in just a few minutes.
Clue, live on stage, the uproarious new play based on the hit movie and classic game. Murder and blackmail are on the menu when 6 mysterious guests assemble for a dinner party. Was it Mrs. Peacock in the study with the knife, or perhaps Colonel Mustard in the library with the wrench? This fast, furious, and funny whodunit will leave you dying of laughter. Clue, live on stage.
Mix 96.9, the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and more. The tradition continues. Non-stop Christmas music on your official Christmas music station, Mix 96.9.
It's up to you. What are you going to do? You going to start this thing? We got toys here, or you just won't play the toys?
I am so excited about the toys. I'm sorry, they're collectible figures.
I think we just rip the boxes open and have a good time. What do you say?
Oh, no. No.
You brought this one for me, didn't you?
You can play with them in the boxes. You can be like, I'm Deadpool, I'm going to beat you up. No, I am your father.
Are you a Darth Vader fan?
So in 1977, yes, I was at the theater with my dad and I saw the original. And after we walked out, he said, Andy, I'm your father.
Well, that didn't happen until Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, whatever. I'm mixing up my memories. I'm 56. What do you want from me, huh?
Anyhow, though.
This one's mine. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will wrap it and put it under the tree.
Best entrance of a bad guy in movie history, probably still to this day. When he comes through the thing. So what all do we have here,
There's a
sir?
YouTube story where they added Hell's Bells by AC/DC to that.
I've seen that, yes.
We're on a highway to... Oh, wrong song.
So right here, I'm
Close
looking
enough.
at the backside of Deadpool, which my oldest son loves Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, he even has a Deadpool chimichanga shirt. And then I saw their Wolverine, so Wolverine and Deadpool, awesome movie this year.
It was.
Yeah. Okay, so I know you got girls and you got boys and whatever as a kid.
He's got a boy too.
Oh, okay.
He's got the twin sisters and Trevor.
Okay, so all I'm
That's
seeing,
a great band name.
You know, as a dad figure that you all are, all I'm seeing is these little things are gonna be laying on the floor after they ripped up all the paper and everything, and it's gonna be the middle of the night. You're gonna walk through and you're gonna be like, ow, and you're gonna step on it, and then you're gonna throw it out the door.
Fortunately, my children are past that age, but I remember that so well.
Well, it doesn't matter about the age because you still have all this stuff in your house today.
I have collectible action figures.
They're all still in package though, so if you crunch
Not
it,
all of
it
them.
doesn't hurt as bad, but it hurts your feelings when you hear that crunch and you go, oh God, that was near mint.
Not all of them. I did take my one favorite guy out, and he sits on my desk, but it's worthless now because he's dead, just like that bumblebee over there.
No, honestly.
Is this the one that died?
Well,
Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Bumblebee's dead?
he's dead, yeah.
All right, whatever.
So, I'm
As
pretty sure
Kevin
he's gonna
asked
get
earlier,
better.
he's on clearance, right?
Oh, let's see. We gonna mark it down. Half off. There we go. Kevin, this is yours. Half off.
How did you know they ripped his legs off?
So I love on our Halloween special we ran your deep Halloween spot. And when you go and you see the dead body and you take it from 20% down to 50%. Classic cinema.
So for 2024, what is going to be? I mean, we've had board games now. We've had these toys. I mean, what are you really stocked up on because everybody's going to want it?
It's G.I. Joe and Transformers this year is what people are asking for. The G.I. Joe, they're doing a classified line where they just got some really nice action figures. And then, of course, Star Wars always sells. So for us, it's just more of the same. Star Wars, Deadpool, Wolverine, G.I. Joe, Transformers.
So for a lot of collectors like Will, is it all about, if one of these is like really rare or they only made so many or maybe some little part is like painted, I don't know, pink or something? I mean, what about these, like, is it the demand or is it the number that were made? Or
It's mostly just the demand. They don't make a whole lot of specials. The Pops do chase figures where they have some variations on them and those sell for ridiculous amounts of money sometimes. But most of the mainstream stuff is like you're a Deadpool fan, you want every single Deadpool figure. I mean, I've got 6 Deadpool figures on my desk, so.
So can you find me a 1978 Jakari game?
Jakari, isn't he like the point guard for University of North Alabama. Kari Lang.
No.
I don't think they've made a figure of him yet, but if he goes to the NFL, they'll probably make a pop. Or NFL. He's a basketball player.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry, but you were both around in the 70s. I can't believe you don't know what a Jacari game is.
No idea.
All right.
that's
so-
where you get the little, like you got the alphabet there, and you say, oh, there's a ghost
it's-
making it spell
No, that's
things
a
out.
Ouija board.
And you
think.
Oh,
okay.
Ouija, yeah.
No. Everybody out there, you'll remember this. It was a box about this big, okay? It was weighted down. Sat there. You went out in the middle of the road, and there was a big, huge, long rubber band that was connected to this little box, and at the end was a rubber ball. And each person who played had a paddle in their hand, a wooden paddle, and you would literally, you would hit the ball, it would go away from you, it would come back, and then the person you played in with would have to hit it back.
I think
What about
that's
the-
just something your dad made for you.
It is not. Google it. Jakari, Jacari game.
What
Thank you.
about-
It's real.
What about the traffic?
Well, we lived in a cul-de-sac neighborhood. It didn't
Okay.
matter. I mean, they would just like drive over us or around us or whatever. You
Kind
know.
of like that scene in Wayne's World. Hold up, game on, game on.
It was great
Or-
fun. I came from the generation where it's like by 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning, it's like your butt was kicked out the door and you didn't come back in the house until the sun went down.
Okay, so
Cartoons morning, though. We were watching cartoons. We had a rule in my house that if you woke up Dad, he'd come in and change the channel. You couldn't watch cartoons. So we watched cartoons, and we're right up against the TV listening to it because we don't want to wake up Dad.
6 a.m. Saturday morning, Scooby-Doo, and the big Tupperware bowl full of cereal.
see,
the best.
I remember Scooby-Doo the afternoon reruns after school. I don't remember them Saturday.
I'm older than you. I can't help that.
So
You made me think of it earlier when you asked about Haunted Mansion. There's actually a Scooby-Doo game, Secrets of the Haunted Mansion.
Nice.
I don't know if it's related to the 70s game or not, but
Add that to my list.
So, I'm going to ask a serious question here.
Oh dear. On toys?
I don't
On
believe it.
toys, what is your favorite action figure you ever had?
I'm not the right person to ask that.
I
Because
kind of assumed that.
I don't know if it's considered an action figure or not, but at 4 years old, my favorite action figure doll thing was the little Freddy or whatever his name was that you had to dress him, and it taught you how to do a zipper, buttons, comb his hair. At 4 years old, that's what I played with, because I had to learn how to put my clothes on. I couldn't run around naked all the time.
What is the favorite action figure you've ever had?
When I was a kid, I had one of those little Evel Knievel things where you cranked it up and then you ran up over the ramp, and it worked. One time out of 20, it would actually jump the ramp, and we would all just jump up and down and go chase it, and then you wind it up again. And we would play that thing. We would try to jump over everything in the neighborhood with that thing.
Tell me yours. I got a follow up to this.
So, I think my favorite, the first G.I. Joe guy I got, his code name was Airborne, and his name was Joseph Talltree. He was a little three-quarter figure at the time. I think he was my favorite.
Okay, very cool. Well, I know that, so this is just like a minuscule version of everything that you have in the store. How many toys and board games do you have in that place? Is there like 1 million?
There's more than three.
More than 3? Well, there's more than 3 here.
Our showroom is over 6,000 square feet, and we stock around 600 board games, and then a whole side of the store is dedicated to action figures and toys and squishables and Gundam models.
Mm-hmm. You're the reason that Toys R Us went out of business, didn't you?
No,
You put them out of business.
It wasn't me.
No, but that's awesome. I mean, what year did you start The Deep?
1995.
Okay, I mean, how incredibly awesome is that? I mean,
So
this time of year.
next
yes.
year is 30 years for you.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. I'll be doing it for 30 years.
Oh, you gotta
next year.
get your cane and your walker out.
So, do you got time to stay with us for the last segment of the show?
Yeah, I got nowhere to be. I'm
Be
the
nice
boss.
to him. Maybe he'll give us toys.
So, but I forgot I was going to tell you because you had G.I. Joes, but we couldn't afford G.I. Joes, so I had Big Jims.
I don't know what that is either.
It was a G.I. Joe knockoff figure that you got
Oh, no,
at Kmart or something.
This-
It was like special.
Okay, come back to me for just 1 second. The little barn with all the animals and the peoples inside, does that count as action figures?
It does. I had one of those too.
I had one of those.
Okay, we'll see you guys in just a few minutes.
See you in a minute.
The Deep Comics and Games has the largest selection of comics, board games, and toys in North Alabama. All your favorite games such as Ticket to Ride, Munchkin, and Catan. Trading card games such as Magic, The Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon. Miniature games, Warhammer, Star Wars, Flames of War, and all the supplies you need to get them ready for play. Selling your collection, The Deep is always buying and will give you the most cash for your stash. The Deep Comics and Games, 2310 South Memorial Parkway, just south of Office Depot.
Broadway smash hit returns with incredible new magic this holiday season. The Illusionist Magic of the Holidays. This breathtaking magic spectacular showcases the jaw-dropping talents of the most incredible illusionists on Earth. See them before they disappear. The Illusionist Magic of the Holidays.
December 5th at the Von Braun Center. Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
We are ready in 3, 2, 1.
It's hard not to laugh.
Look at Santa Gary.
Anyhow, so I brought some stuff from my house.
Okay.
Just to show how I go.
You're 50 years old and still playing with toys.
I'm not 50, thank you, yet. Anyhow, they're not toys.
Just a
they're
baby.
Cool.
He's just-
You don't even know what's in here. First off, I'm going to take out something. Ed talked about the G.I. Joe Classified series. And so, G.I. Joe is celebrating 60 years, and this is the Air Force Special Operations guy.
Okay, cool.
And that's what my grandfather did in the Air Force, who raised me. So I had to
Okay.
get that in honor of him. And some of my personal favorites, because we're on the Fox network,
Oh, yeah, of course.
Simpsons. And look how well used they are.
Is that the one I gave you?
No, that one's still in its packaging.
Those are bathroom books, aren't they?
No, they're not bathroom books. Thank you. They're vehicle books, so it could be even worse.
You had to go for the fart humor today?
I was told to avoid fart humor, so I went.
And
Kevin, man, woo!
another one that's still in the package, but I love it so. And Joe Sherrill, this one is for you.
Oh, my. Oh, how cool is that?
He called me special when it came in.
So you don't know what the inside looks like?
Oh no, I can imagine.
Oh, okay.
I might buy another one with to open and see. But
So are these like, is this valuable? Like, I mean, what's this worth?
oh, that's a good question.
Yeah. $9.99.
1999.
Oh, $19.99, sorry.
And here's another personal favorite. Who is my favorite real life character?
Bozo?
Grand prize game!
We need
Chicagoland
we need
area.
a hint. Give us a hint.
He was a president,
Oh, Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt. And like you say,
It must be Teddy on a horse. It's got to be Teddy on a horse.
like you say, there's a show for everybody, but not every show is for everybody.
Yes.
There's a comic for everyone, including fans of Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah,
different
very cool.
inventors throughout American history thrown together to be like an A-team.
That looks like it would be a Guy Ritchie movie.
It would be an awesome Guy Ritchie movie.
Hey, Guy, you listening?
Okay, so here's the thing about what this book is worth. What it's worth to Will is a lot because he loves it. And that's the main thing about our hobby is that we get these things mainly not because of what they're worth, but because they're what they're worth to us. You know, the stuff that I have at home is all stuff that means stuff to me, and I open a lot of my toys and play with them because I like Deadpool, I like Star Wars. So I do have some things that are investments, but those are set aside and they're not out to play with. But that's the true worth of all these hobbies we've talked about today is what they're worth to you and the joy they bring you and make you feel like a child again.
He dropped some serious.
I mean, what a pitter pat is that?
At 50 years old, 58 years old, 56 years old, 27 years old, you really want to relive that childhood.
Sure.
So actually, I am going to open this, and he's got a parachute in
Now,
there.
live on TV?
No, because he's got too many parts.
Oh,
but he's
okay.
got a parachute, so I'm going to have him parachuting off my ceiling in my office at home.
Okay, so tune in for the next show, and he's going to drop him from that rafter so you can see him parachute down.
Well, you know that's going to happen later this year, don't you? It's like, I think, what is the date?
Peter Pan?
Yeah, he's going to be a giant Tinkerbell.
No, he's not.
At the hockey game, and we're going to drop him down so he can drop the puck.
No, he's not.
I would
Big old tutu.
I would pay to see that.
XXL tutu.
Start a GoFundMe page. And
So-
we'll chip in money to get Will to do that.
I'm very curious. How did you get into opening the deep?
That's the only thing I ever wanted to do. When I was in middle school, I had my first location planned out. There was a gas station that had closed down by my house, and I was like, I'm going to put my comic book store there. And then across the street, they opened a Big B, and I was like, that's a bigger building. I'm going to put my comic book store right there. But I was inspired. There was 3 major inspirations in my life, and one was Star Wars, when Yoda said, there is no try, do or do not. And then we did the play Pygmalion when I was in high school, which, funny enough, I failed the test on it in English at the same time that we were doing the play. But Henry Higgins, they said, what do you do for a living? And he said, phonetics, which is also my hobby. And happy is the man who can make a living at his hobby. Mm-hmm. And then I saw a Rocky Horror Picture Show, and Frankenfurter said, don't dream it, be it. Mm-hmm. And those 3 things had stuck with me. And so when it came time that I had the opportunity to open my own store, I jumped right on it. So,
Awesome.
But I was doing trade shows for years. Like I started doing trade shows in the late '80s. Mm-hmm. So I was doing the trade shows, selling comics. And one of my first customers at the comic book store reminded me that I had sold him comic books off my bicycle when we were in 5th grade. So I had been in the neighborhood selling comic books that I'd bought. So it's just in my blood. That's all I ever wanted to do.
I connect to that on a very deep level. That's
You
really
know,
cool.
Kevin pointed out earlier, we missed a great tie-in because you're a sponsor of the upcoming show Clue.
Oh, yes.
It's the first weekend after New Year's.
January 3 through 5. Funniest time ever.
Yes, and it is the best show. Your kids are going to love it.
Well, I don't know about you, and I don't know about you, but I think everybody out there is watching this morning. If you need toys and board games in your life for this holiday season, this is the man to see at the Deep.
Yes.
Do you wrap them too?
No.
Oh, what a great upgrade.
No.
What a great
They don't-
upgrade.
We actually tried that one year, and everybody wanted me to do it right then and there, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not capable. You don't want anything wrapped by me.
They don't have the room in there to put anything else. They've got all these cool things out.
Yeah,
I think
when we
He's
moved
got a
to this
pinky.
building-
He's got some pinky in the brains, and I've been trying to buy them for years.
Oh, you can't have them.
I know, I've heard year after year after year. And he's got a giant silver surfer.
Can't have that either.
I've seen that one,
I
yes.
don't really care about the silver surfer.
Can't have my Yoda either.
All right, so
I got a life-size Yoda.
He does.
are we going to the store now and we're going to pick out what we want?
Yeah, bring your credit card.
Thank you.
Well,
thank you for the Christmas gift.
I'm
That was
literally
awesome.
You're
there
welcome.
every week picking up what I want. Anyhow, thanks for being on. Thanks for being a friend
thanks
for
for
so
having me.
long. Thanks for being a sponsor. And we will see everyone
See you soon.
next week with no toys, sadly.
Okay, and thanks for letting me run your show 10 minutes long.
Oh, you're welcome. Edit.